be I want to funkify it as much as I can, but out of not better words, she's into carpentry in Nigeria. She's got her own outfit into carpentry. So Tayo is going to be joining us pretty soon. When Tayo joins us, we're going to talk about a journey, into carpentry, a journey into furniture making, a journey into business world, and she'll be joining us very soon. Nigerian Curling Federation. Thank you also for everything you're doing. Like I said, we always partner you. We're there for you. We totally enjoy what you're doing. We hope for it. We will give our all to support you whatever way. So Taya is going to be joining us pretty soon. And when Taya joins us, we will be talking about the world of carpentry and furniture making for a woman, and in Nigeria. That's the first. And so Taya, if you're watching, it's now about time for you to join us. I'm sure you can see pictures of Taya. Our friends already saying nice words about Taya. Hey, it's Gigi. Thank you for joining. Yes, Taya Saki is the bomb. So Taya is the CEO. She owns an outfit called Taya Saki Furniture. She is into furniture making. We stumbled on Taya, and we felt, oh my God, this would be good for us to share with people, because she's an interesting person. What she's doing is absolutely interesting. Again, for a woman to go into a man's world and excel. This show, the way show, we always pick up people like that. I mean, whatever you do, as long as you're giving your best and you're excelling in it, you're on the way, you're on the path to excelling. We'll always be here to celebrate you. So thank you, Sandra, for joining us. HOD, thank you for joining us. Nigerian Curling Federation, you're still there. Thank you. People logging in to watch this show today. Thank you for joining us. It's the Way Show every Sunday. YCMG TV. You've asked the question, where is Motayo? Motayo is on his way to joining us via YouTube Live. It's the Way Show Way Show weekly on YouTube Live every Sunday at 8 p.m. So we bring to you people, diverse people that they're excelling, and they're preparing to excel in their chosen field. So we've got Chris Nemeth, who is a Nigerian curler, who is also a Stanford University undergraduate, who is dreaming big with the Nigerian Curling Federation, Nigerian curling team, looking forward to representing and lifting that flag, Nigerian flag, green, white, green of Nigeria at the Winter Olympics in 2022. So we are just waiting for Taya to join us. Taya of Taya Saki. I hope I got that right. When she comes on, I will ask her to pronounce that exactly I should be. So like I said, it's been a up and down week, especially with what's going on in America and around the world, and obviously the protests about George Floyd. We've seen people all around the world coming out to say enough is enough. Black Lives Matters. We obviously, as a show, as Black people, we in solidarity with these people. We're in solidarity with peaceful protests, making our stand and saying no to racism. We're saying yes to humanity. We're saying yes to oneness. We're saying we are one human. There's no white, there's no black. we are one. We might be different by our skin color, but we are saying, we are one human, and we should always preach that. We should always preach that. We should always preach that every life matters. Black life matters. We should put a stop to all the killings. It's becoming it's becoming disgraceful. It's becoming something we should not even be talking about. I mean, we should be there to protect our children. We should be there to protect our men. We should be there to protect our women. We should say no to abuse of women. We should say no to rape. We should say no to all the killings. It's about time we put a stop to all this. It's about time we move and we come together as one, as humans, and obviously show ourselves to be humans, not animals, and show that oneness, and try to lift each other up. That's the message from us today. It's one love. It is one human life. It is one humanity. It is that Black life indeed matters. Every life matters. Black life indeed matters. So if you're still watching, it's the Way Show on Sunday, and we're still expecting Tayo Lasaki, the CEO of Tayasaki Interiors, will be joining us any moment from now. We've had already Chris Nimet, who joined us and spoke to us about curling and about his innovation, building himself, not for himself, him and his parents in school, university colleagues, and building a dry ice surface to be used in Nigeria, which is a very noble thing to do. To do that so that people in Nigeria, so that children in Nigeria, so that people interested in curling in Nigeria will obviously come up and team up and obviously learn how to curl on dry ice before going into the main thing. So then we're talking about curling. So on this. Oh, there she is. So welcome to the show, Tayo. So
thank you.
Well, wishes have been like, where is she? Where is she? There she is now. Thank you for joining us, Tayo.
Thank you so much.
So how are you today?
I am very well, thank you. And you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. So have you been keeping with this coronavirus called COVID-19? How's it going?
Oh, well, we are alive. We can only thank God for being alive.
That's the key thing.
So it's not been easy though, but let's be grateful. Abi, we can't complain because being alive is like the major key. Once you're alive, everything will still fall back in place.
Definitely. So Tayo, before we start, how do you pronounce the name of your outfit?
Tayasaki. Yes.
Where did you get that from?
It's the combination of my name and my surname. So it's Tayo Lasaki.
Tayo Lasaki. Okay. So Tayasaki. Yes. All right. Finally. Yes. All right. Good. Tayo, so many things I want to ask you today. So many things I want to talk to you about. But let me start by asking you this question. Why did you choose to go into carpentry, into furniture making?
Well, I would say that I did not choose this. It chose me.
Really?
Absolutely. Yeah. It chose me because while I was in school, it was the final year of my university time, and there was ASU strike. You know how it is in Nigeria, ASU every time. So as a student, then I used to sell things to my classmates, fellow schoolmates in the hostel, and all of that. So but the problem was that I couldn't make sales anymore and I needed money. So I just needed to get a job and, get money because I wasn't surviving properly then because of the strike. So in the course of looking for a job, I got the job from somebody in the church. In school they take students to church every Sunday. So one of those churches that they used to use the buses to come and carry us to go to, there was somebody in the church, a big man in the church that had a company that manufactures wooden doors and everything wood. He had a big factory, oven, everything. You understand? So he needed marketers. That was what he needed. And because he wanted, cheap. How do I say it? I don't want to put it that way. It's better if you get students to work for you because you'll be getting cheap labor. You understand what I'm saying? You get to pay less. So he needed marketers, and apparently I was in the hostel. Part of the few people left in the hostel, but most people had gone home, and they took us for interviews then. And I was chosen as not just the marketer he was looking for, but as his PA. And that was it. That was the beginning of the journey. I still didn't know that I was going to be this at that time because I was just happy to have gotten a job that was paying me enough to be a good girl. You understand what I'm saying? To spend and all of that. So I went for the interview. I was even the only one that was picked from that interview. And I was, supposed to do marketing and PA duties for him. Then the hustle strike got called off. I had to go back to school. And to cut the long story short, by the time I got back, I had to be on freelance because he has employed more people by then. And he had to position us in different areas and all of that. So I was put on freelance. And I now looked at it that somebody like me that was a student that wasn't making extra income from anywhere else. And I need to now go around and get clients for my boss and get commission. It wasn't favoring me because I didn't have enough money to move around. Salary is better because if I was getting both salary and commission, then I can use my salary for logistics. You get what I'm saying? To move around. And you understand? So, but it wasn't favoring me. So I decided to, rather than go and still be freelancing for my boss, I decided to learn carpentry because his factory then was far away. His office was in Lekki, but his factory was in Ibetu, which is very far. So we don't go to the factory. We don't know how our works are manufactured. All we do is sell finished products and advertise with the brochure and flyers and all of that. So I didn't really know anything, but I just noticed that I fell in love with it from that point. And I decided I wanted to do this. I wanted to learn this. I wanted to know more about this. And that was how it started.
It's brilliant. When you go into that, and maybe you spoke to friends about it, you spoke to your folks about it. What was the response? I mean, I still can't get in my head. The female in a man's world, because we know it's just man. And growing up back in Nigeria, I've seen quite a lot of carpenters that, and I see people that like apprentices to them. And I see how they were dealt with. So what did your people say to you when you said, I want to be a carpenter?
Let me start with what did my family say to me?
Exactly. Exactly.
Let me start with the people in my circle. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the thing is, when I left that job and I said, I wanted to do this. It was the toughest decision I made. It was seriously the toughest decision because nobody saw sense in it except me. And that period, what I did was I started going around to talk to people that, I can do this, I can do that. Let me give me a trial and let me do this, let me do that. Because I had started practicing and learning and doing all of those things. So I wanted people to give me at least small things to do, so that because I don't have so much money to keep buying wood and buying supplies to do, you understand, a lot of furniture for myself. So all I need is pay me a token. Let me use your money to make you something, something not so elaborate. You get what I'm saying? But people didn't believe I could do it. They didn't even look at. They looked at me like, what are you saying? What's this? Like, are you the one to do it, or you're working for somebody, or you're marketing for somebody? You understand? Yeah. And it went on for so long. And it got to a point where I was always going around site to site to talk to people and tell people that, I'm a carpenter, I can do this and this. And they'll be like, are you marketing for a company? And I said, no. And I got home late on one of those days because it rained that day. And I got a dirty slap when I got into my house. from from both my mom and my dad. And they were like,
slap from?
What's the problem? Who sent you? Where are you coming from? Blah, blah, blah. Did we say we cannot feed you? What are you looking for? Jeez, I can't forget that night. It was crazy. And that night is in my memory because it's one of the things that pushed me. I'm like, no way. These people have to see that I'm chasing something. I want them to see that this slap you gave me today, you beg me tomorrow.
And are they begging you now?
They're so proud of me now. They're like, see you. They are the first IP people. So it was so funny. And then friends and families, when I was telling people, like posting online, posting on Facebook, social media, your social media is, as at 5 years, 6 years ago, it's more of, Facebook is more of family and friends. You understand? Close people that you know. So imagine posting on Facebook that I do furniture, I do kitchens, I do wardrobes, and they'll be like, what's she talking about? So they had like a group chat about me on one of the occasions where I'm always posting. And, people will be like, are you sure? Are you sure you can do this? Are you sure you can do that? And I keep saying I can do this, I can do that. And then when I got the first chance to work for somebody, I never stopped after them. It kept coming. It kept coming. I kept getting better. I kept getting better. And I kept making my family proud. It got to a point, I've had some friends confront me on 1 or 2 occasions saying that, Tayo, when we were starting this thing, all of us were laughing at you. Do you know that? I didn't even know. So apparently they talked and laughed about me, being a captain. I'm like, we all laughed and looked at it like, where is she going to? What, to them, I'm sure they felt, where are you going to land? What is going to end this whole thing? They don't know. They're just looking at it like, let's wait and see your ending. Let's finish the story. Hollywood. But I just kept bringing on the surprises.
Well, and I don't mean this in a bad way. I love women. I've got 2 at home, my missus and my daughter. It's always like when you think about women going into business, it's always the set stuff, hairdressing, beauty salon, spa, selling clothes and stuff like that. But
yeah,
you jettison all that. You said, no, I want to go into something I would say it's a man for something that is absolutely mad.
Thank you. I like the word mad.
Something absolutely mad. So when you were learning to be a carpenter, obviously you were an apprentice at some point to somebody. So you were learning. So was it like how we know it to be? I mean, I know back in the days in Nigeria, when I go to a carpentry workshop and I see that carpenter is there and he's probably obviously hammering away on something, and then there's the apprentice there, and the man will probably use one of the planks and pam on the head, and like did that ever happen to you?
Okay, no, that didn't happen to me.
Because you
need to start with asking that, did they even see me as a serious apprentice? Did they even accept me as an apprentice? Because who will see a young lady come and say, I want to learn this thing, and listen to her? They'll be like,
are you serious?
You know what I'm saying? They'll be like, what's going on? Are you serious? They wouldn't take you seriously. Yeah. But somebody like me that never takes no for an answer. If you don't accept to teach me, I'll learn it by myself. I will keep watching. I will keep coming to you. You are not teaching me, but I will watch you do it. And then I will learn while you are doing it. And then I will practice it behind closed doors. And then I'll come and show you what I've done.
It's good. Brilliant. And your design, do you do all your designs? I mean, I've seen quite a lot of your designs, beds, sofas. Do you draw it out yourself? Do you design it yourself, or have you got a designer?
I do not design. I don't draw things out. I do draw things out. Yeah, I do some sketch. But most times, because of how furniture business is in Nigeria, what people do is that they just maybe see something online and they like it, and they just say, "Can you do this?" Do you understand? So I'm not really given the chance to design something except personal things or for family and friends or for special clients that say, can you come up with something? And I tell them, oh, I can do this, I can do that, we can mix it this way and all of that. Well, most people I've worked with, they send me pictures and say, can you build this? They would probably have seen it online on one of these big furniture, Life Made, Bed Made, maybe from the US, all these furniture pages on UK or US, website and all of that. And they'll say, oh, can you make this thing? Can you get the exact design and all of that? Or they say, can you mix this design with that design? They probably mix and all. So those designs they come up by searching from the internet. And some people probably, I've worked with a few designers, like real interior designers that went to school to learn interior design. And shout out to the Lagos designer. She actually always sketch our own design and send it to me. Tayo, I need you to build this. I've worked with a few designers like that. They will sketch and send it to me. I want this. They put the dimensions and everything. But personally, I hardly draw, designs for people because they don't even ask. What they do is they say, can you make this for us? And they send you picture from online. So, but of course, I have personal designs that I look forward to producing in mass and selling, hopefully soon. So that's going to come up. But now all of the pictures you see on Tayasaki page are furniture items that we built, but it's probably copied from the internet or people send them to us. Or you understand? We just maybe change a little thing or two, just slight differences. We can just maybe change color or change position of a line. You understand what I'm saying? So we just switch it up a little. That's what it is.
That's good. So the Nigerian Curling Federation is saying, what's the price range for a conference table? You listen, Tayo, we already got you business, so you need to keep our commission somewhere. An executive office table.
I will not price on this live show.
You will be getting in touch with Nigerian Curling Federation right after the show. So NC, please get in touch with Tayo after the show. If you want Tayo's contact, we would gladly supply you. But Tayo, our commission, don't forget.
No problem.
So Tayo,
price is going to be higher now that you're collecting commission.
Don't worry, they are capable. NCF, they are very capable. Don't worry about that. They'll probably pay you in Deutschmark or euros. How's business been? I mean, it's so hard. Business in Nigeria is so hard. I mean, starting a business, renting a shop or showroom, and getting your equipment in, getting your raw materials. How's it been? How difficult is it for you to, step up being an apprentice into your proper business and being your own proper CEO?
Well, I wouldn't say it's easy, but there's no business that is actually easy to start up.
Yep.
I just told you a brief story about how I started. And if you look at it, someone that is going to start a business that is almost having nothing. I actually started with nothing. That's the truth. I started the business with 0.09, zero kobo. So it was crazy. But the thing that kept me is the fact that I had a goal. Had passion for it. I was driven, I was determined, and I persevered. Do you understand? So every point that I know that this is where I am and this is where I want to be next. I don't push myself too hard, but I set a target that this is where I am, and at least I should be able to move up this ladder to the next step or to the next stage. So every time I achieve something, I'm thinking of the next thing I'm supposed to do and how I'm supposed to do it. So setting up a business in Nigeria is one of the hardest. Aside the fact that entrepreneurs are, how do I put it, underrated? Is that what I should say? Or we're not really encouraged because besides our government, let's not go that way. Besides our government, Nigerians generally, when it comes to people that come out and say this is our business, so far they have not become a branded name, like the way you see Dangote fully known and all of that. So far, the name is not popular, widely known, and you cannot say, "Oh, we have one office in Marina, one 10-story building office."
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So far, you are the kind of entrepreneur that is hustling and struggling to gain a stand and build your brand. It takes time. It takes only people with like minds, and it takes people that believe in you to actually buy into your business and your idea.
Sure.
Nobody wants to have anything to do with a broke person. And nobody wants to really, really have anything to do with a small scale business or a newly built brand. Because they look at you like you have a long way to go. And investing in you or supporting you is like they're wasting their time, because they feel like how long is going to take you to get to the stage of uh, uh, the popularly known brands and all of that. So for building a brand in Nigeria and building a business in Nigeria, if you don't have the heart, if you don't have you don't have to have all of the money. Even if you have the money, sometimes you end up spending the money and not getting value for it. Imagine setting up a place and nobody's patronizing. Yes, we have so many showrooms that just opens and close down in 2 years after their rent is due.
Wow.
I tell you, that's the truth. People, aside furniture showrooms, we talk about all kind of shops and businesses. They rent a shop, and you know that maybe the landlord asks you to pay for 2 years as your first pay or 1 year, and after that 1 year, they're not able to make the money for the rent. Neither were they able to make profit, and then they close.
Wow.
So setting a business up, if you are not, if you don't have a strong mind, if you're not driven, if you're not passionate, you will give up at every failure. So I have failed and failed over again, and I am not even where I want to be right now, but I am so grateful for the progress, because obviously the world is starting to see the effort. They are starting to recognize the brand. But what did you know Tayasaki before? No, exactly. So if I had quitted maybe a year or two after I started the brand and said, "Oh, nobody is patronizing me," especially in my first year, imagine I'm complaining, nobody's patronizing me, I'm not getting jobs, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. Forget, I didn't have any form of workspace or anything. That's why I said I started with 0 naira. Now it takes knowledge to build a business. There's so many ways to start up something. You put your coat into your clothes. I don't know how to say that in the right way, but you do it according to how you can handle it. So if I didn't put my brain to work, I wouldn't have survived, because I didn't have the resources. You get what I'm saying? I didn't start my furniture company with a showroom. I didn't just rent a shop and open the place and put furniture there and say people come and buy. Neither did I start with any kind of workshop or publicity of any. I didn't pay for radio jingle. I didn't pay for television advert. I didn't get influencers and all of that. It was solely my hard work, perseverance, and continuous. See, you have to do your craft. The fact that I have stuck to this for so long alone was a selling point for me, because people kept looking at it like, she's still doing this business. I have friends that still message me that after 3-4 years, they say, "You still make furniture?" I'm like, what else will I be doing? They expect that you would have moved to something else, because it is people who just, they're selling woman hair before it's not selling. They move to selling clothes. It is true. So woman clothes now said they will sell gold and be like, you understand? So people were expecting that was what's going to happen with Tayasaki. Okay, when you start with this furniture thing, it's not working. Should we change Tayasaki brand to something else? But Tayasaki brand remains on the furniture and material level, and it still makes people shocked. And because of the fact that I've been consistent, they now want to affiliate with the brand, because they see that there is growth. I'm pushing, I'm there, I'm existing. People are getting to know the brand. People are seeing value, and every day the furniture production is becoming better and better. The quality is getting better. Everything, there's no stagnancy, there's no backwardness. We're only doing bigger things. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you, Taya.
So I don't know if you want me to still go on explaining how hard it is to open any company at all and business in Nigeria. But my story is, I started with 0 naira, and I kept. It depends on your business. I'm not going to advise you to do what I did. It depends on the kind of business you want to open. If you're watching this live and you want to open any kind of business, consider what works for you. Ask people for idea. Don't ask dumb people, ask smart people. You understand? Ask people for ideas. Then go and learn about that business. See the stage-to-stage things that you need to put in place or do. You understand? Check all the accessories you need, furniture, the material, the equipment, anything you need, and what was getting them and all of that. So I did all these things gradually. I bought my tools gradually. I didn't just go to the market one day and carry 20 billion gear and say I want to buy all these tools for furniture making and carpentry. So you take it one step at a time, you go at your pace, but be consistent, persevere, and make sure that you do not give up at any point. Except you don't see the dream working for you again. But so far you see it working for you, keep at it.
So Tayo, obviously at this time we had COVID-19, that is more like a scourge pandemic. How are you coping with it with your business? I mean, of course you have people that work for you, the customers that come to your showroom, with the lockdown, the pandemic. Has that affected the business, and how are you coping with that?
Thank God for social media. We say social media is a blessing and a curse. It depends on how you use it. So now, forget about any store opening or any shop opening in this period. Everybody's on lockdown, fine. But the thing here is social media has been a blessing. So which means that people can still see what you have made online.
Yes.
Whether on Facebook, on WhatsApp, on Instagram, Twitter, every kind of social media. Do you understand what I'm saying? So the fact that there is a platform that we can keep showcasing our product, and that we have been showcasing our product, which means that you can find pictures from 2015, 2016 on our page. You can find pictures of what we have done 3-4 years ago on the page, and you can always want them, and we'll review them. So the business is still running. Lockdown or no lockdown, and let me tell you one secret. Now, people will say this lockdown is affecting them, but I would like to disappoint you. It's not affecting me.
Good, brilliant.
Exactly. Because one mathematics to this is that, think about it this way. Everybody's been made to stay at home, right?
Yep.
Okay. So an average person will wake up maybe 8 or 9, let's say 6, 7, 8 a.m. and have to dress up and rush to work and come back at 6 to 10 p.m. depending on where you work, right?
Yep.
But now you spend the whole of the 24/7 in your house because you are made to stay in your house.
Yep.
Now, you rush out every day before. You wouldn't notice anything that is wrong in the house. Now you are made to stay at home. You will know the chair you're sitting down on is doing krok, 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 krok. And you will know that the bed that you are sleeping on is not balanced. And then you will see that everybody is, because we're working from home, now you have to do Zoom meetings, you have to, do more social media chatting, and then you have to also have what they call it, the new thing that people are buying into now, TikTok. You want to dance on TikTok, you understand what I'm saying? And you want to do all of these things, and you look at it that, oh my God, my background is terrible. Is then you remember that, oh shit, this world needs to be repainted. Oh no, the chair is not good. This cannot show in my video. You understand? So they need to do more of social media, because now we're stuck at home. They need to do more of social media. They need to actually be stuck at home and sit on your own chair that you might not be sitting on and watch TV, the TV that is probably sitting on the floor this while or hanging somewhere. And then you look at it that there's not even TV console in this house. You would realize that so many things are missing. You understand? So now that they are staying at home, furniture business is booming. They remember that they need chairs. They remember they need a bed. They remember they need TV console. You understand what I'm saying? So now they need things, and now they start to buy things. I don't know if you understand the whole scenario.
Yes,
so
I do, definitely.
Now it's now clear to them. People now want something. People want to upgrade. They probably see a chair on somebody else's video and say, "Oh, that chair is nice. I want the same thing in my house." You understand? And that's why I say people always send pictures to us, and tell us this is what they want to build.
Yes.
Mostly.
Yes.
So that's where the not making my design comes in. So people will say, my friend has this in her house. I didn't even know. Maybe they've not been to their friend's house before. They're always just calling each other, and then they see the video. I like this chair. I want to make the same thing. Who made it for you? That person says, "It's so cute."
That's it.
And then they go, "It's so cute."
I tell you, it's been interesting talking to you.
Same here.
It is. I think I still can't get my head around it because you just like is Gigi said, started from the bottom. Now you're where you are.
Gigi, that's my girl. That's someone from my secondary school. I don't know what you guys call it, high school in UK. That's someone from my secondary school here in Nigeria, and she is one supportive person. So I shout out to you, Gigi, and shout out to every other person on this live show. Thank you for joining. I am so grateful, and these are the people that now see me and they're proud of me because they see that yes, I'm carrying on and I'm doing great, and they're supportive. They keep she's proud of me, and those are the words that keep me going. So keep me going. Thank you.
Ty, before I let you go, what do you do to unwind apart from your interior design stuff? Do you do music? You've got a lot of pictures on your Instagram. Are you into Are you into modeling too?
Okay, so about that.
The picture I like most is when you were in your work outfit with your overall.
You're being biased.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one I like.
Oh, really? Thank you. This picture was spontaneous, by the way.
Okay.
I really didn't plan for it.
Yeah, that's the picture with the overall. And
this one?
Yeah, with the hammer.
It was one of our sites. We were working for somebody in Lekki. So that building project, we handled the fittings and furnishing and all of that.
Okay.
It was quite a big project too. So what do I do to unwind? I try to have a very good life aside my business. So if you check, I have a business page and I have a personal page, and I like to separate both. So I want you to meet me officially and non-officially if you want to get to know me. So I love to be a lady. At the same time, I love to be a guy because people see my line of business as being a man's line of business. So sometimes I'm seen as a tomboy, but as you can see now, I'm dressed like a fine lady. I like to just making people see all shades of Kaya. You understand what I'm saying? So I love taking pictures. That's just something I love to do. It's personal to me. I love taking pictures. I love traveling a lot. So when I am tired and I have so much of stress going on from work and everything, I just take a break and travel to one country and breathe in new air, meet new people, get to see new things, get new business ideas, get new design ideas, learn, and at the same time have some fun. So I love traveling a lot. I do. When I make money, the first thing in my mind is the country I've not been to. I can't think, what country have I not been to? Let me go and hustle for that visa. You understand? So that's it. So I love to travel. And of course, when I travel, I like to keep memories. So I take a lot of pictures so that in case of days that you just want to go through your past and, check and scroll through the gallery, you just have something to look at and be happy and just reminisce on, like now that we cannot travel now. What do you think we're doing? We're checking our whole travel pictures. So yes, I love to take pictures. I love to travel and go out, party with friends, and be me.
Oh, I tell you what, it's been interesting talking to you, Tayo. You're one heck of a girl, and it's
thank you.
It's I mean you're a pride to other women. I mean, I wish a lot of Nigerian women will see you and take a cue from what you're doing, and instead of
I always try to encourage people to do something. We're past the age and time where we are restricted because we're females, like, as a female, you shouldn't do that, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't, no. Me personally, I like to stand out in everything that I do. So if you tell me this thing, people don't do it, that's the thing I want to do. I tell you. The thing that they say people don't do is what I want to do. So that I will do it, and then I will be an example to every other person, and they'll say, ah, she did it though, and she came out. I will make sure that I do it and come out successful. Or even if I don't come out successful, I come out with a lesson, and then I come and teach you the lesson.
Yomi,
I've been enjoying listening to that. It's quite interesting. I'm sure you work for a lot of these big companies in Lagos. I'm actually thinking of coming to learn carpentry. Something something like you scale up your quickly.
Okay.
How long does it take though to as an apprentice to get freedom?
There is no time frame to this. Me, I don't know, because I'm still learning. Every day, I see new designs online, and I'm like, how the heck did they do this thing? And I don't rest until I find out how they did it. Or I manufacture my own in my own way and use my brain to, manipulate things till I get it right. So I just think that learning is continuous. Apprenticeship, I didn't do any formal apprenticeship with anybody. Like I said, who would even let me apprentice on that damn? They are like, what's this on serious small girl doing in our compound? So
yeah, but in those places though,
you said?
I'm sure I watched this movie by Kunle Afolayan called
Mokalik.
Yeah, that has Simi, in
yeah.
In this scenario, most times it's mainly male dominated, right? So
yes, now we have female mechanics, I think.
Yeah, so you probably find yourself as maybe one or two women in the whole workshop. How do you cope with that? Is that place, sometimes they tend to be a bit sexist. So how do you cope with the day-to-day interaction, the yappies,
I have a strong personality. And one thing about me is that I hardly let my environment and people get to me. So if you think that you can use words to, how do I put it? To make me feel bad, or to send me out, or to divert me from what I want to do, pull it work. Because I'm strong-headed, more stubborn, girl. You understand? So when they are saying that you're the only, me, I even like it, be the only, I like to be, like I said, I don't know if you remember, I like to stand out. That is only me in the midst of something. So the fact
that's why
only
I say hire the life of the party.
So the fact that I'm the only girl alone in the midst of guys, and all of this, even till now that I am working on sites, maybe if I go to a site that is not fully completed, but they have contracted me to come in and do the kitchenettes, the closets, and all of that. And we have other men on site probably doing the tiling and roofing and all of that. They look at me and like, so they do it. Where no man? Because me too, I work like a man. Forget, I will be doing jagaba like this and be working jab. So before you even say want to attempt anything to me, I'm already like.
Tayo, Sandra just called you a superwoman, and that she's
Thank
very
you,
proud.
Sandra. Thank you so much.
So we need more women like you in not just in Nigeria and Africa. Women who see the strengths, who are able to stand and not be taken. Women who see the dream and then just go for it. Women who we don't want you to be a man's world again, if you know what I'm saying. We want you to venture into a man's world and conquer, because there's this saying that says if you teach a woman, the nation. So it's people like you. I do think that a lot of Nigerian ladies can take a cue from you and learn from you, and see that there's another part to womanhood. which can obviously be profitable, and not just about, again, permission to use this word, working on live Instagram, or all that, what have you. I mean, people like you will be able to, should be able to come out and obviously challenge those people, challenge that stereotype that, you don't have to use your body. You need to use this.
Your head, yeah.
Use, I mean, to achieve whatever you want to achieve. And I can only thank you for being who you are and what you've chosen. And hopefully you'll be able to and impact what you've learned, what you've achieved into other women, especially the young ones coming, and let them know that, in life, everyone's got a talent, no matter what the talent is. It could be carpentry, it could be engineering, it could be anything, it could be photography, music, art. Just go at it and try as much as possible to succeed. And obviously, a lot of people will be looking at you now and thinking, "Oh my God, she's a superwoman. We're proud of her." But you've been through rough and tumbles. I mean, if people
every day I still go through rough, and will you believe that I still made a delivery today? Today is Sunday. Yes, I made a delivery today. So this is how determined and focused I am with my business. I am very consistent. I try to, even the delivery I made today, the clients were so impressed, so surprised. We didn't expect you to deliver so early. We thought you'd probably come next weekend and all of that. And they were like, "You came early. I'm so happy." And I made 3 deliveries yesterday. 3 deliveries to 3 different locations in Lagos, far apart. So, the determination is there, and I don't get tired when it comes to my business. If any of my workers are slagging, I get to it and get it done. You understand? So
you don't use the plank on them, though.
Sometimes I do. It's just for play, and they love me. I love them too. All my workers, most of them have been with me for almost the same amount of years I've been working. So I have workers from 5 years, 4 years, 3 years, and and they're all men. And if I will tell you, most of them are older than me. I mean, grown-ups with wives and children. And just look at this small girl controlling them. So that's where you see the leadership skill there.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So the ability to carry them along, the ability to keep them going, the ability to be not just their boss.
But
you understand? But their friend. So we vibe like we're together. I don't go to a site and sit down and say, "You do that thing." I join them. I've been to sites that the clients will be like, "What? You're working with your workers?" I'm like, "Yes, I work with them sometimes." So it doesn't look like it's all the time. "Oh, yeah, sometimes." And then they'll be like, "Wow, I'm impressed. So you're not one of those boss that just boss people around." I'm like, who am I to boss?
Thank you so much, Taya. Thank you for coming to this show, and we hope to have you sometime soon again. In the future, I will be keeping an eye on you.
A good eye. Keep the good eye on me.
I will.
Keep praying too.
Definitely. And we
can maybe when we come to Lagos, we'll come and do a proper sit down with you.
Yeah.
And you take us on tour, a minute documentary of the area and of your work.
And don't forget my commission. Though.
Thanks for coming. Actually,
I had your commission. Though.
Thank you so much, Taya. Thank you. We enjoyed today with you.
Thank you too. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. All the very
best. So do have a nice weekday.
Thank you. I had so much fun on this show. I almost don't want it to end. I just want to keep talking and talking.
Don't worry, we'll bring you back.
I'll bring you back, definitely.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks, Taya.
Bye.
Bye. What a lovely
Wow,
lady. I mean,
that's great.
she's truly an inspiration. You know, and for someone, I mean, we see quite a lot on social media what our women do, and to see someone who's different and who is who is doing something she actually loves and she's passionate about. I mean, you don't. It's not just she's not just your like everyday, Nigerian lady, and I'm sure she's an inspiration for quite a lot of people out there. And
Yeah.
thank you again, Kyle, for coming onto this show.
I mean, she's a good role model to have
Yeah,
because one, she's in a very male-dominated,
dominated. Yeah.
Especially in Nigeria, in Africa, it's not very common.
Hmm.
And she's thought that she's made something for herself from that.
Yeah.
And for me, that is extremely good. And
Nice.
so I just felt these are the kind of people we should showcase on this stage.
Yep.
These are the real celebrities. These are the real people making impactful stuff in Africa, and we should bring them up more often.
Mm-hmm.
So today's show has been quite good, and the session with Chris was really great.
Yeah,
and it's good to see that passion. And when we're kids, when you talked about his dad having a pharmaceutical company, I remember some Nimitz chemicals.
Yeah, Nimitz, yeah. It was quite popular back then when we're growing up in Nigeria.
I know you see people who are actually born in Nigeria, once they move to the West, they don't want to hear anything about backup again. They become so brainwashed and so confused. But you have this young chap who parents were Nigerian, and even though he was probably born in the US, he still had that connection back home. He still have that desire and passion to make a difference. Because he could easily have decided to compete for any other country.
Yes.
So, and to me, that is actually very important.
I tell you, we've had two very inspirational people today. Chris, very, very inspirational. I mean, just like you said, he might as well just forget Nigeria, but he decided, no, I love this place. I'm going to give it all my all, and not just by playing for the country, but also by supporting, by designing something for the future for people, to engage them, to take the youth of the streets, to engage them, in another sport, which obviously will make the life better, not just even if they don't want to be curlers. I mean, the fact that he's putting a smile on the face at that point in time, it's very inspiration. And of course, we also had Tayo, who Sandra described as a superwoman. Obviously, everyone that spoke about, that dropped a comment about her today, said she was inspirational. I mean, it's not easy. It's not easy being a female carpenter or interior designer. It's not easy, and it's not even easy setting up a business. No matter what business you want to set up in Nigeria, it's not easy at all. I mean, especially in a male-dominated business. So kudos to these guys for coming to the show. Kudos to you guys for coming in to share your life with us, so to say.
And for those that are watching as well, please go on to all our social media pages and follow us. And also, most importantly, subscribe and turn on your notification for our YouTube channel. So, so that you'll be updated with what's going on. You can watch the replay of this. To be on the channel in a few minutes once we close now, and then you'll get you can watch the back episodes as well.
Yeah. So Tayo, Chris, tell your friends, your well wishes, your families, subscribe on the Way Show Weekly. Next week we have someone
next week is going to be great.
I'm gonna
line up for next week as well.
I'm also gonna give a tip. Someone we're bringing in next week is someone very known in the entertainment circle in Nigeria and obviously in the UK. He's a publisher. He's someone that does a lot with Nollywood. in Nigeria and obviously in the UK and Europe. So please stay tuned. 8 o'clock next week, Sunday, on the Way Show Weekly. Tell your friends about it. Tell your family about it, your families. Tell everyone. Subscribe to the show, the Way Show Weekly, every Sunday at 8 p.m. Next week, we've got someone in the entertainment industry, a publisher, someone who's contributed a lot to Nollywood in Nigeria and in the UK. So I wouldn't let the cat off the bag. I won't tell you that person's name until you join me, Wale, and Yomi next Sunday.
And also, if you know someone who is doing some great stuff and you would like us to interview them on this show as well, please drop their names in the comment section on YouTube page. We'll review that and we'll definitely contact them. Anybody doing some impactful things in your area, in your society, in your community, in Nigeria, in the UK, in the diaspora, please get in touch with us. We'll definitely, bring them up on the show as well. Thank you so much.
So thank you. Have a great week to everyone watching, everyone that's contributed today. Have a great week, and to do stay out of trouble. And remember, one love to everyone. Thank you. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.
See you next week, guys.
See you next week.